Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all our fellow Makes No Sense podcast listeners out there. We appreciate you. We thank you for being here once again for episode 11. This time I checked. I know it's episode 11. I am fucking CHEO, and these are the other hosts. Go ahead, one by one.
She's
I
like
was gonna
the
call. I was
other.
gonna call y'all a bad name.
She's like the other redheaded stepchildren. No offense, Cipher.
I mean, that's semi true. You know what I mean? Like,
That's the first time I did it like without interrupting me. I think
oh yeah, that's
it took 11 episodes.
I was ready to interrupt you. I was gonna say it's the first time we're doing this shit in the daytime, where I see light through your window.
Oh shit! You could actually.
Yeah, I know, right? But you know what's crazy though?
Right there.
Like we were supposed to do this like 2 hours ago, right? And Pepe was like, "I'm all about it." And Pepe kept on pushing I'm like, you know what? This is gonna turn into standard time, isn't it?
Listen, man.
Almost.
I blame Funk Flex.
Shots fired. Not the real Funk Flex, but we could blame him too, cause man,
We got nicknames for people.
Yeah, we do. But
So what it do? Jay, Verdadero Monkey, we at it. So today we're coming out with interesting topic. We're gonna set this up like this. We're not gonna assume any religion. Like if you believe or disbelieve, whatever. We're gonna take it as religion is real. This is how we're gonna go. And now this is the question that we're gonna lay out.
now to be more specific, when you talk about all religions are real, or there's a specific one that is real.
Well, it's gonna be with this topic. So if your religion,
One relating to this topic.
yeah, because I guess Christianity and Catholicism, whatever they
Catholicism?
would be into this. Yeah. So, my question, just my interest in this on your responses is, do you believe Jesus will walk this earth again if, with the current climate of the world? And if he did, would we believe him? Would we believe that that's Jesus? So I'll let La Polla start this off.
You're an asshole for that.
how into religion.
Woo! Wow. Hey, throw me in the
Look.
fire. Throw me in hell. No
His-
pun intended.
His head's on fire already.
I know, right? Obvious jokes is obvious. Okay, so if Jesus walks the earth again, honestly, that dude probably already came and left after he saw the situation. I'm like, I'm out. You know what I mean?
Deuces.
But let's be real though. Like, okay, let's get this out the way. I feel like I'm gonna say it. Like Christianity, there is a overabundance of hypocrites. There's a lot of hypocrisy within that religion, right? And a lot of people have weaponized this religion to basically push their hateful agendas. So, if Jesus walks on earth, one, they're not gonna accept it. One, because the dude is not white. You know what I mean? I've been to that side of the world. You know what I mean? Like that dude is gonna be brown complexion. You know what I mean? He's gonna be blessed with melanin.
Not gonna look like the picture you have right there.
Nah, that's the
Well, I understand he was born in the Middle East, so he definitely looked Middle Eastern. But I'm assuming, he's the son of God. So if wherever he's born, he's gonna look like wherever he's born.
Yeah.
At. So if he was born in the U.S., he could be anything. He could be Asian. He could be.
well.
Latino.
You saying if he reincarnates,
You imagine Jesus comes out to be a Chino?
bro,
What that would do to people?
bro. No.
That's completely different than anything we've seen.
I'll say this. I'm gonna say this real quick, man. If Jesus comes here and he doesn't look like Obi-Wan Kenobi, people are not gonna be like off
Or
the
Johnny
bat.
Damon in his prime.
Yeah,
Who?
pretty much.
Who?
Johnny Damon, back when he was on.
Oh,
Bob.
If Jesus,
no. I'll tell you what. If I see Jesus walking through here, if he don't look like Marco Antonio Solis,
bro, El
who I
Buki.
thought was Jesus back in the day when I was a kid,
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
has an
na
age. Yo.
vida. Y yo,
Nah, that was
sí.
spot on though.
Bro,
His voice definitely though. So.
but that's what I'm saying though, right? If he that's all we're gonna be a negative on Jesus alone, right? Then he's gonna talk. He's gonna start like look talking to all these radicals and be like, "Yeah, you're wrong. That's not what I preach, bro. So you guys need to calm down." They're like, "You're not really Jesus." I mean, dude, this man will literally turn, water into wine in front of you. People like, "Nah, that's
We're
magic."
gonna have another riot like we did in DC.
Oh, another an insurrection, and it's crazy though because I actually would feel for the safety of Jesus. Like, just like, damn, you're gonna put hands on me again? Like,
Bro, they will try to go after him again. He's like,
Ah.
"This is what I came back for."
how dare you? How
They
dare
will
you?
call him the false prophet.
So bad,
How dare you disrespect his name?
Why does your beard look like that? Why, like, in the pictures all groomed up? He has a lineup and stuff like.
Yeah, man.
So okay,
I didn't think about that part, like how different he will look than what everybody pictures him to look.
yeah, I mean, it's
I had not thought about that, but that's a
Well,
good point. To
well,
see.
my thing is, Cypher too, I guess. But I watched Lucifer, so that took me on a spin. Like, bro, they could look like whatever, and they could be siblings and everything. Or what movie? Adam Sandler's movie where he's the devil's kid. Like his siblings are also
Little
they
Nicky.
look like whatever. Yeah, little Nicky. But like, it doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, they're beyond like.
He could be
like
whatever.
divine deities, and they can be whoever they want to be, right? Like
Yeah.
whoever they choose to be born. So
so the whole thing is like, I mean, and this is a conversation a lot of people are not prepared to have, right? But scientists believe that life started in Africa, right? You know what I'm saying? And the black woman actually have the genetic makeup to have a baby that could look like, you know what I'm saying? Any race, you know what I mean? Where, that's why you have like albino
Like
babies.
pigment.
Exactly, right? So in the Bible, God created us in His image, right? You think this world will be red? Like not so much this world. Like the United States, if God does come down, right? Let's say like the sky opens up, boof, and a giant figure comes down, all super like majestic, music playing because he's God. He could make music come out of nowhere. And it's Morgan Freeman. You know what I'm saying? But not just Morgan Freeman. I think everybody would be cool if it was Morgan Freeman. But let's say the God is just black, right? People, and I don't say people, but the racist, they will lose their collective. You know what I mean? So if Jesus walked the earth, just with that alone, people will lose it. Young people, I mean, even if that happens, be like, oh, that's some special effects. The government is playing with some technology. That ain't, you know what I mean? Like you will hear all these crazy things, right?
As David Blaine with a motherfucking mask.
Bro, I seen Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like I seen Marvel. They do sky beams. You know what I mean? Like all these crazy things.
yeah, it's like, yo, that's Elon Musk already over here practicing some shit. He probably got some Iron Man shit in there. Like, nah, get out of here.
That's the government and their hidden agenda. You know what I mean? Like you'll hear so many stupid things, right? That even God himself, like, man, I should have done you guys like I did the dinosaurs, right? Assuming he's real. So if Jesus walked the earth, I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel like if he doesn't want to come down here because he knows what's up. I mean, like let's look how stupid humans are. They worship a cross, right? And if I was Jesus, I'd be like, why are you guys worshiping a cross? That's where they killed me at. Like, what makes you think I like crosses?
Word. Like they put me on a stake up there. Like, bruh, like I understand that was his sacrifice to us, and that's how they see it as symbolic. But in his perspective, like, I don't want to be remembered as, if they guillotine my ass. I don't want to see a guillotine everywhere with my head on the floor and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Everyone's rocking a guillotine necklace and stuff. Like,
Word.
but look, man, y'all need to shut me up because I can bitch about this for a good minute. So
let's go,
Pepe.
Pepe Flo. What you think?
I think he already has walked the earth or is walking the earth in some way, shape, or form. It's
Literally.
just people, literally, and people don't fucking like Cypher was saying, or La Polla on Sundays. People are like, nah,
Show the shirt, show the
that's not him. That's not him.
That remix.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
So why do you say that though? Like, you searched and saw somebody that might be Jesus or something?
No, I haven't searched or saw anybody, but think about it. How many times doesn't, shit happen that there's no possible explanation on why it happened, how it happened? It just happened.
Okay. So fucking, what you think? I know you're the most religious out
Well,
of us.
the
so-
question is, do I think he's gonna walk?
The Earth again. Yeah, I'll answer last.
Um, it's hard for me because people been saying this forever. Would he walk in my lifetime?
Mm. Well, I'm
Well,
just saying.
I don't think my lifetime, if
Here,
anything.
I'll give you a little caveat, fucking. So I was actually doing some research on
You gotta say
this.
his whole name because it just sounds weird. I'm gonna give a caveat. Fucking, I was like,
When we say fucking, we're talking about fucking.
I'm glad you guys caught that because I was like,
That's right. I thought it
at this
before him.
at this point, it has to be like a pimp named Slipback. You gotta say the whole thing, bro. So what's the caveat?
So I'm gonna give you a little caveat. I was doing some research on this, and I literally typed in, "Will Jesus walk the earth again?" And people, we're not the first ones to ask this question or have this interest. And so they actually have percentages on surveys that they did. So it says 41% of Americans believe Jesus will definitely walk the earth again. And this is, not any specific religion or anything. It says 23% say probably, 18% say no.
Yeah, but here's the thing: when you go off a survey, right, and I say like, "Hey, do you think cheese is good?" Right, and be like, "Ah, 50% of American likes cheese," but then I present to you like a very small cheese. I'm like, "Oh, that's not the cheese I was talking about. Swiss cheese, right?" Why do I use the cheese analogy versus the religion? Because they're both equally ridiculous. And two, because I would like
In your opinion.
yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, like. For disclosure, my opinion or just my own doesn't mean that makes no sense. Cass believes what I do. You know what I mean? Look,
His hair is red, people.
you know what? I'm gonna allow that one. I'm gonna take
he's
that.
starting to look like little Nicky now. And I don't know.
I'm gonna say that.
Hit him in the head with a shovel.
But here's my thing, right? Okay, let's not even go outside to the world. Let's talk about us four. Let's say us four are hanging out. Doesn't matter where. At a bar. Not like at the park. I don't know why we were doing it in the park, but let's just say we just hanging out in the park. We needed some fresh air. And this random dude comes up to us, right? And goes like, "Hello, my children. I'm your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ."
Right off the bat, I'm gonna think he's on drugs.
Off the bat, like not like that's like
I'm
I
gonna
can see.
tell him. You know what? My first words would be like, "Prove it."
Right? And here's the thing. I shit you not, bro. This is exactly what, let's say he does. He goes like, there's a pond over there, and he over here starts walking on the pond, and I'm like, there's a trick, right? And then let's say fucking CHEO has a water bottle. He's taking sips, and he touch it, and it turns red, and he takes another sip. It's wine. We're gonna be like, whoa, oh, that's crazy. I bet when all of us go home, we're gonna be like, nah, it can't be.
That's not.
Well, in Charles' case, he'll turn it into like some Kool-Aid, right?
Well, I bought some.
I'm so happy about it.
I'll go up to
I
you,
didn't mean
Jesus.
to look that happy. It was just actual, genuine happy. So
here's
that's my question. Wait, real quick.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna. If he does ever walk. Hi.
Hey, King.
Hey, you. He was messing with
I
the
don't
cables.
think
I'm glad a Jaguar didn't get to you, boy.
Yeah.
Almost did.
Hey.
Almost did.
Oh, let me finish that, Chael. And they said by 2050.
He's gonna come here 2050. What? Is he
What
something-
Your lifetime, Chair. All right, so continue, Chair.
Where do they get this number from?
Listen, I was dumbfounded too. I was like, what?
Well, I'm just gonna take that as the world was supposed to end in 2012. 2021 was still here. I don't think he'll walk on my Earth. My time zone. That's my answer. Yeah,
Look, here's the
my
thing.
lifestyle. Yeah. I don't think-
If Jesus showed up to the U.S., I'm calling bullshit. Like, word, bro, not even Jerusalem, not Israel, straight to Earth. Like,
That's another thing, though.
like straight to
If
the
he
U.S.
did
I mean,
walk, I probably wouldn't know about it
No,
because
so-
it'll be a shutdown way before it gets to this side.
Yeah, so I'm a answer now. So
so sorry.
I think it could be wherever they feel needs it the most. So I mean, it's gonna be subjective. I mean, Americans might think America needs it, but Africans gonna think Africans need it. Small villages in China are gonna need it. Middle East, whatever, Russia, whoever, they're always gonna think shit is bad here. But If anything, he should show up like in Syria or somewhere like over there, because shit is bad there.
Okay, what is he gonna do out there?
Well, I mean, if he is Jesus and he can convert his followers and lead them to the light. But staying on the topic at hand, do I believe he will show up? I don't think so. The modern world is full of contrarians. You could go on anything on social media, and the first thing you're going to see under a post is somebody calling bullshit or going against it or whatever. And you're going to see people supporting it as well. So the thing is that, I know Pepe has some research, and I actually have a question. Is it broken down like as to who believes what?
Yeah, so I'll pull
Demographically.
I'll pull it up for you. So it gets into.
By the way, guys, we'll have that link in the description below if you guys want to look at that research as well.
Yeah, it breaks it down into religious categories. So it says 58% of white evangelical Christians say Christ will return.
Well, my question is more educational wise. Like, who are the people that are believing this?
So, Americans with no college experience. Check this out: 59%.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why.
Americans with some college experience. That number drops down to 35%. And then college graduates who actually got, went through, got their degree, blah, 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 19%.
Can I say, Jay, can I say the joke? Can I say the joke, please? Can I say the joke? You need to tell me the smarter you are, the less inclined you are to the bullshit.
Well, not necessarily. I've never been to college, and I'm smarter than a lot of motherfuckers out there.
I believe you.
I think.
But do you think he's gonna walk?
It's not the smart.
Well,
not in my lifetime.
You heard his answer.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to be funny.
Yeah, but my correlation with that is, people that are struggling more are gonna cling on to faith a little bit more, and they're gonna want that belief. So, college graduates, typically, not everybody, because there's a lot of people that don't use their degree at all. But they're typically better off. They're not as struggling or whatever. But I don't think it's a bad thing for those people that have the faith. I mean, personally, I have this cross because my mom gave it to me, but unlike Cypher, he's agnostic. I'm atheist. Like, I'm legit. So
I'm legit. I'm not full of shit like this motherfucker.
Like, I'm legit.
I ain't no punk bitch like him.
Yo, that's legit what I heard. I was like
I legit have been like this for years, and I remember
she was like,
I love my mom dad and all that, but like, I still think it's an interesting topic. Like, would I believe it? I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, how you guys said David Blaine does some crazy fucking shit. He could have a full conversation with you and then fucking take a fish out of his stomach. Like, bro, what? Like, how long has that shit been in your stomach? What are you doing? Like, I don't know.
Actually,
like, a lot of shit.
I have a good example of explaining what you're trying to say, right? Aside, because a lot of people do things not necessarily because they believe, it's sometimes because they want to be contrarians. They, even with atheism, you know what I mean? They don't want to conform to the masses or whatever the case may be. But the best example, and granted, this is fictional, but it's also satirical. Look at Family Guy. Brian Smith is not Smith. Brian Griffin, excuse me, is I fucked up. I was thinking of American Dad. My bad. So Brian Griffin is an atheist, right? And he's always criticizing people for, following the religion. But this dog has met Jesus several times in the show's canon, but yet he still is an atheist, right? So I feel like a lot of people, as well, I mean, not necessarily that people follow, to become an atheist because it's a fad, but to a lot of people, they same way as Christians might not believe that he is Jesus for, whatever reason, reason they deem him not worthy to be Jesus. Same thing, I feel like atheists. Like, how many people will remain atheists if they see a religious figure, or mythological figure, it would be the correct term, such as Jesus, appear in front of them? Will you cling on to the, to your pride and be like, nah, I still can't believe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, because that's where it is. Like your agnosticness is about, you don't believe it until they show it. I have been at like there's nothing that you can do to prove it, but I think that's a fine line there. That's gonna be some shit that's gonna open my eyes. Like how can I then if he comes up to me and be like, yo, I know this shit happened to you when you were 9 years old and that shit's been traumatizing you and you haven't told anybody about this shit. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'll tell
It's
you
not
straight.
real. I'm not telling you that shit has happened. I'm just giving an example.
I wanted to ask. I'm like,
Before you try to dive deep into my head and
dude,
shit. It's like,
I was about to stop the
Hey,
record.
what
I was about to
happened,
stop the
Jay?
recording. I'm like, do you want to talk, buddy? Like,
I was talk about.
but
but that kind of example would be something that how can I refute something? Like I'm be like, okay, only I know this shit.
well, at that
Deep.
point, you have an undeniable proof, and I think that's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? Because like faith is literally believing something with no concrete proof, right? And people just that's the whole point of having faith, But I think at the end of the day, man, when it comes down to this, like ignoring my previous joke when I was mentioning about the smarter people, blah blah blah. Here's the thing with a lot of especially college graduates that left home, right? A lot of their parents told them to blindly believe into something. You know what I mean. Like especially like in a Dominican household, they'll have you do your first communion at 7 years old. They'll tell you that all these things that happen are, actual things that happen. And when you come home talking about any type of scientific things like evolution, like that's not true. Jesus is the God is the one true. So you are indoctrinated at a very young age. So when a lot of people kind of separate from their parents and go do their own thing, you know what I mean? They kind of hold it's sort of trauma, you know what I'm saying? Because now they're being introduced to real world things, and right now religion was used to mold them into believing a certain aspect of life that's sometimes not true, and a lot of times could be hateful, And me personally, I have actual traumas with religion. I went to an evangelical school, evangelical. I can't say it in English. You know what I'm saying?
Evangelical.
Yeah, that word. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm still ESL, motherfuckers. And yeah, I'm done talking now.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
You circle all of us with that ESL part.
I know.
You more so because you came high school and shit.
Fucking chill with the subliminals today, boy.
But I didn't say nothing.
They were naming subliminals. They were like super direct.
He does it on the DL.
That under the breast thing. I can imagine just Chell getting in trouble with his mom. He's like, mira, no me hable para atrás. And Chell be like, whatever, man. And then just la pegos.
Yeah, I see it. I'm mad, like you gangster about it.
Oh, word.
But I mean, part of me wants him to show up, bro, because
we need some peace.
like because
Jay is like, these motherfuckers need Jesus.
nah, my problem is with. I think my biggest issue with religion is the people that are supposed to be the closest people to him, like how many fucking shit they do, like the percentage of these priests that touch little boys and shit, like how, like I need him to come down here and set this shit straight and send all those motherfuckers to wherever or whatever. I don't know, bro, because that is my biggest problem with religion. It's like y'all are all in the highest powers and y'all supposed to be. I don't know if they can talk direct or have a direct contact or they can hear them or whatever.
Nah,
but
I don't believe.
not even like the Pope or none of that. You don't believe none of that.
Nah,
No.
Here's the thing,
The
man.
people pick the Pope.
Yeah.
People pick the Pope.
Yeah, the papacies that came election were in the Vatican. Here's the thing with at the end of the day, man.
The thing is, it's a bad. Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
No, go chill, go.
No, you go ahead.
It's a bad situation because, like, in the eye of people with like social media and stuff like that, not necessarily the people who are the best spokespeople for this conversation are in the front lines. Like, you have people that are just more into like today's social media and stuff like that, getting out there. That necessarily that doesn't mean that they are like the spoke people, the people closest to God and stuff. There's a lot of false
information.
Like over there, like representing religion, not
No,
just religion. That's
I don't.
what God is supposed to
especially
be.
especially those guys that are on the TV and they have like triple mansions and shit. It's like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, donate to me and all this shit, but all of
I
y'all
think-
struggle. Like what? What the fuck?
I think it's become more of a business. I think maybe is what we're trying
Well,
to say somewhat. Then
Yeah, no,
you
it's a
know,
circle back to Cypher earlier too. That was used to fuel the wars. Like that's how they justified all the wars that we went through taking over. But continue, Pepper.
yeah, I believe it's become more of a business, and they've gotten further and further away from religion as time has gone on.
I think.
And I don't that religion.
I don't want to
What
disagree
happened?
with you guys, but
What happened? Fucking
go
show.
ahead. Yeah.
No, I don't think it's more of getting away from religion. I don't really like the whole religion part of it.
So I got two
So
things
I
to
don't
say.
think it's just getting away from religion. My bad.
Before we press on with anything, so the first thing, like, I hate to disagree with you guys, but one of the things that I don't think is that social media is the main culprit here. I think the thing social media has been exposing.
No, it's been exposed.
it's
No,
really-
I'm saying those
it's-
people that you see
it's the-
that
It's the
in the
people
front lines.
themselves.
Yeah, I
there's
got
some people who are behind like the scenes who are more toned down that
no. I agree with
that
you.
are not like closest. That we don't see those people. We only see the ones that are more in tune to today's culture.
True. But,
I'm not saying just social media. I'm not saying social media.
Okay, I
Got it.
understand what you're trying to say. I'm just saying because like growing up in a country like Dominican Republic and it's a very Catholic country, you know, I've seen a lot of like from top level to low level. You know what I mean? Like even now, like I go back to, I'm possibly one of the most successful members of my family, right? And the fact that I have tattoos, before the tattoos, just when I got my ears pierced, you know what I mean? It was looked at, and the first thing they latched onto was religion.
You're the devil's son.
The devil's son, religion. You know what I mean? All that stuff, right?
Nada de eso, soy el diablo.
Eso del diablo, sí. No vea Pokemon, eso es satánico. That's true. The Dominicans thought Pokemon
Yeah.
was satanic, and so was Dragon Ball.
Everything, bro. You can't watch anything.
It didn't help that
Mm,
Dragon Ball had a
culture.
character called Mr. Satan, but you know. With that being said, though, my second thing I want to say, right, and it's a question for all three of y'all, right? And well, mostly you two, because I know Jay identifies as an atheist. What do you guys identify as? And I'm not trying to be
freeze.
an asshole, but I'm just like legit asking.
I'm not gonna say I'm the most religious person. I grew up in a Catholic household. I've gone to Christian churches and everything, but I believe in Jesus. I don't believe so much of some of the shit that is preached in the churches.
Yeah,
If that makes any
No,
sense.
it makes perfect sense.
yeah. Like when people weaponize, like, oh, the gay people and all this stuff. It's like nowhere in the Bible do they even mention that. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Well, from my understanding, from people that read it.
Well,
obviously,
real quick, King James translated, because that's a passage from Leviticus, like mention I lay with men, but in original Hebrew it says mention I lay with boys. So when King James got a hold of the Bible and they, fixed the not fixed the translation, excuse me, when they translated it, they basically took away pedophilia, and they should just mention only with men, which is people say it was either a mistranslation or was intentional. Either way, you know what I mean, like you can kind of see in the climate of the Catholic Church so much that it's a meme, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, even Jay mentioned the whole priest and touching little boys type thing. So I don't believe in coincidences. So take that for what it's worth. Before CHEO answers, I also want a full disclosure. Yes, my opinions are mine alone, and I have my own issue with the church. However, a lot of things I say is for comedic purposes. If you're offended, I apologize. Not because you're offended in the sense that I'm attacking your religion, but because I personally don't believe in the concept of organized religion. Go ahead, CHEO.
I will identify as Christian. I grew up in a Catholic household as well. I was never like person into church or anything like that, and I was never forced to it by my parents, which I thank them for to this day.
That's awesome.
My family never pushed that on me. I chose my own. I went to Christian church by myself. Clean slate, not knowing nothing about what was going on, and decided on my own to identify as Christian.
Okay. That's awesome. Like the reason why I
As
asked,
you can see, Jonathan, he's my cousin. I love him to death. He said he's an atheist. Religion doesn't have to like make people like hate each other or anything like that. I just want to put that out there. We can all coexist. You can have all Christianity is to me is like you have faith or belief. You choose this, and I just chose to believe myself. Nobody else has to. You know.
Nah, and I'm with you with that. I mean, everybody can have different beliefs or be into.
Like
There's certain things that I'm not gonna agree with. Like if you're into
yeah,
pedophilia
yeah,
or
and
like crazy shit like that, like no. But
No, that's
if you
a no
believe,
go.
if you worship, I don't know, the sun, Apollo, whatever, Greek gods or whatever, like that's you. Like I'm cool with that. If you're gay,
Everybody's
that's cool with me. Like
everybody's entitled to their own,
at the end of the
beliefs.
day, you are living your life, and I want you to live it to the fullest or to the best of your means and what you believe in. Just don't try to force it on other people or
and not so much.
try to be like, okay, yeah, you're wrong, you're going to hell because of this and that. It's like, okay, like
Don't justify
yeah.
it.
you're not the judge. You're not supposed to be judging me either, right? I thought this was supposed to be a two-way street.
Don't like yeah. You don't weaponize your belief in order to. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's political, whether it's civil, whatever the case is. Because I think that's the issue why we have people like me and Jay, or even people like both CHEO and PEPE who are just who have their own, like their own little convictions when it comes down to it. Like, yeah, they identify as Christians, but there's a lot of things that they don't agree with. And yeah, at the end of the day, if this was a perfect world, you know what I mean? If this was a perfect world, everybody would be allowed to believe what they believe in. As long as they're not hurting nobody, they're doing what they're supposed to when it comes down to being a decent human being. Overall, well, we need to sit here and really, like, be thankful. Because at the end of the day, us four, and hopefully our viewers feel the same way about us, that y'all can sit here and believe whatever the hell you want to believe, and we will and be accepted. Like I said, we have all have conversation about this, not judge each other. And if you guys feel the same way, hit that like and subscribe button. You know what I mean? Yeah. Click on the description below for the socials, and you know what it is. Pepe, do that thing.
Yeah, Pepper Flow, take it up.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's conversation. Like Cypher said, drop that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you have any comments, drop them down below. We will be putting the link for that website with the percentages for you guys in there as well. Deuces.
Awesome.
Peace out.